people, found it absolutely refreshing, the recent, shall we say, revelation from none other than Tom Parker Bowles, the son, of course, of our Queen, Queen Camilla, when he spoke out about, some of the problems that his mother has endured, not just over the years, but more recently. In particular, Prince Harry's book, of which he labelled, well, some might say Camilla as some kind of evil stepmother, basically sacrificing him for the altar of publicity, making sure that she got favourable publicity while he and Meghan were sidelined. You couldn't believe the pettiness when you think about it, could you? And of course, that particular story, which we told you first and exclusively here on the show, was, and has now gone, should I say, around the world. And it's fascinating because it really does come from the heart. Someone who's lived it, been there throughout it, but up until this point really has said nothing. As, of course, his mother prepares to become queen, he feels he has to say something. And rightly so. He's got a lot of support. But what's interesting as ever when you think about it with Prince Harry, his version of events really do jar with other people's particular memories. And also in particular, this memory that he shared in his international best-selling book via Penguin Random House called Spare. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're well today as ever. And do look after yourselves, whatever you get up to today. I don't know about you, I find these sort of revelations fascinating because they come from people. As I say, I've been lucky enough to meet and interview Tom on quite a few occasions. Really nice, down-to-earth guy, says what he thinks, and, people like him for that. A little bit like his mum, let's not forget. What's fascinating here is, if you recall in Harry's book, Spare, he reveals all about how his father had decided to marry Camilla. And, he goes into great detail about he was kind of glad because it made his father happy, as was William. But allegedly, according to Harry, they both asked Prince Charles at the time not to marry Camilla. Well, apparently, according to a very good source, that goes against the grain of the true story. Surprise, surprise. Now, we have to say at this point that obviously that is Prince Harry's version of events. It's his recollection. It's something he told his ghostwriter, and clearly that he believes that is the version of events. But according to that good source, in fact, it wasn't the actual thoughts and really, what really went on behind the scenes. Because according to that good source, Prince William was more than happy. He saw that the union made his father happy. He got on incredibly well with Camilla, was mature enough to realise that sadly his mother, Princess Diana, had died by getting into a car, going too quickly, driven by someone over the limit with alcohol and simply not wearing a seatbelt. He was mature enough to understand that. Yes, he was also mature enough to know what had gone on for many years, but he didn't hold blame against Camilla. And he realised that the family needed to heal and move forward. So according to that good source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that's the definitive version of exactly how Prince William felt about his father marrying Camilla all those years ago now, 17 plus, out in Windsor. Of course, a lot of people said that the Queen wasn't very happy with the union. I think more predominantly, I would say the Queen wasn't happy with the negative publicity that was circling around. But as Camilla knuckled down and proved to be an invaluable member of the British monarchy, really forming a very close-knit friendship with our late and beautiful monarch, then you could see that times and affections had moved on. Seemingly, though, not for Prince Harry, whose recollections, as many people say, may vary, as the Queen famously said, in fact. But the bottom line is for Harry, that's his story, and he's sticking with it. According to that very good source that I recently spoke to, Prince William, though, was more than happy. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.